If you want to work from home, but you keep thinking, I don't have enough experience yet, here's the good news. You do not need to start with some highly technical remote job that requires 5 years of experience, three certifications, and the ability to speak fluent Python in your sleep. There are beginner-friendly remote jobs where companies are mainly looking for people who are reliable, can communicate clearly, follow instructions, stay organized, and get things done. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 of the best beginner remote jobs you can do from home, what you'll actually be doing in each role, and the skills you should start building if you want to get hired. Hello, my people. Welcome to another episode of Work Smarter Remotely with Dr. Rosemary Asufi. And today we will be talking about 5 best beginner remote jobs you can do from home. My people, one mistake I see a lot of beginners make is searching for remote jobs based on what sounds exciting rather than what they are actually ready to do. They see roles like project manager, cybersecurity analyst, product designer, data scientist, or software engineer, and they try to aim for them. There's nothing wrong with aiming for those jobs eventually. But if you are just starting out, you may be competing against people with years of experience. So, a smarter approach is to get your foot in the door with a role that is easier to learn, gives you real remote work experience, and helps you develop skills you can use to move into better paying opportunities later. Think of your first remote job as a starting point, not your final destination. So, we'll be talking about these jobs right now, and the first option is customer support. Now, this is one of the most realistic ways to enter remote work because almost every online business has customers, and those customers eventually have questions, problems, complaints, and sometimes they simply cannot find the giant reset password button that is sitting right in front of them. Your job might involve responding to emails, answering live chats, helping customers use a product, resolving basic issues, or passing more complicated problems to another team. And the great thing about customer support is that you build several useful remote work skills all at once. You learn how to communicate professionally, solve problems, work with ticketing systems, handle difficult conversations, and collaborate with people online. So look out for job titles like customer support representative, customer service agent, chat support agent, customer experience associate, or technical support assistant. If you are patient, good at communicating, and enjoy solving problems, this can be an excellent place to start. The second beginner-friendly option is becoming a virtual assistant, often called a VA. This is one of the roles I currently do, and I thoroughly enjoy it. A virtual assistant basically helps a person or business stay organized remotely. Your tasks could include managing emails, booking meetings, updating spreadsheets, doing internet research, preparing documents, organizing files, entering information into systems, or following up on simple administrative tasks. Many clients are simply looking for someone who is dependable, organized, comfortable using basic online tools, and willing to learn. For example, if you already know how to use Google Docs, Google Sheets, Gmail, calendars, Zoom, and a tool like Trello or Asana, you already have some of the foundations. Search for titles like virtual assistant, administrative assistant, remote assistant, executive assistant, or operations assistant. And as you gain experience, you can specialize. You could become a social media VA, e-commerce VA, executive VA, real estate VA, or even an AI automation VA. That's specialization can also increase how much you earn. Number three is content writing or content support. If you enjoy writing, researching things online, explaining ideas, or even correcting other people's grammar in your head while reading their posts, this might be for you. This is also one of the roles I do currently, and I get paid for it. Businesses need a huge amount of written content, blog posts, website pages, product descriptions, newsletters, documentation, social media captions, email campaigns. The list goes on and on. And you do not always have to start as an expert writer. Some beginner roles involve researching topics, creating outlines, updating existing articles, proofreading content, formatting documents, writing short descriptions, or editing drafts created with AI. The important skills here are clear writing, research, attention to detail, and the ability to understand what the reader needs. You can search for roles like content writer, copywriter, blog writer, content assistant, copywriting assistant, or content researcher. One big advantage of writing is that you can create your own samples even before someone hires you. So you can write 2 or 3 good articles on topics you understand, put them into Google Docs or an online portfolio, and yeah, you have something you can actually show employers. The fourth option is social media manager. Now, before you imagine spending eight hours scrolling through TikTok and telling your employer you are doing research, there is a little more to it than that. Businesses need people to help manage their online presence. As a social media manager, you might schedule posts, reply to comments, research content ideas, write captions, organize a content calendar, create basic graphics, or collect simple performance data. You do not need to become a social media strategist on day one. Start by learning platforms like Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, Canva, and one scheduling tool. If you already spend time on social media, the goal is to turn that familiarity into an actual professional skill. Search for roles like social media assistant, social media coordinator, community manager, content assistant, and junior social media manager. This role can eventually lead into areas such as content marketing, community management, paid advertising, or digital marketing. And number 5 is data entry or research assistant. I know, I know. Data entry does not exactly sound like the job you brag about at your family reunion, but as a first remote role, it can be useful. Companies constantly need people to organize information, update databases, clean spreadsheets, collect information from websites, verify records, or move data from one system into another. Research assistant roles can involve finding companies, gathering contact information, comparing products, collecting market information, or summarizing findings. These roles are particularly good if you are patient, careful, and comfortable working independently. You will need to learn basic spreadsheet skills, good internet research abilities, and also have strong attention to detail. So look for titles such as data entry assistant, research assistant, web researcher, data researcher, administrative data specialist. One warning here though, my people, because data entry jobs are popular with beginners, there are also plenty of fake job advertisements. So be careful. Never pay someone simply to give you a job, and be very cautious of employers promising unusually high pay for extremely simple tasks. So, if you're trying to get your first work from home job, These are 5 realistic places to start. Customer support, if you are good with people and problem solving. Virtual assistant work, if you are organized and dependable. Content support or content writing, if you enjoy writing and research. Social media management, if you understand online platforms and enjoy creating or organizing content. Data entry or research work, if you are detail-oriented and comfortable working with information. Pick one or two that fit your natural strengths. Learn the basic tools used in their roles, that's in these roles, and create a few examples of your work and start applying. Your first remote role does not need to be perfect. It just needs to give you experience, skills, proof that you can work remotely and somewhere to grow from. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 jobs sounds most realistic for you right now? Is it customer support or virtual assistant or writing, social media, or social or research and data work? Let me know. Drop your answer in the comments. And if you want more practical videos about finding remote jobs, building online skills, using AI to work smarter, and creating more income opportunities for yourself, then subscribe to Work Smarter Remotely. And remember, work smarter, stay productive, live more freely. I'll see you on the next episode. Ciao, ciao.